What's going on YouTube? JTISREBORN here. Welcome back to another comic book review. That's right. In this video here, I'm going to be talking about Nightwing Annual #1. Now, I haven't done any Nightwing reviews on my channel before, so this is the first time ever I'm covering this comic book. But in essence, I've read all of Nightwing Rebirth. I haven't gone back and read the New 52 things, but really, I've read some stuff, but not a lot. I'm a huge Nightwing fan. I've grown up watching Nightwing on the animated series, and I was a fan of it. Him in Young Justice, the DC animated movies. I'm obviously like the portrayal of him in that. I'm a big Nightwing fan. I got a Nightwing shirt. I got a Nightwing watch. I just really, really like Nightwing. So I've been reading the run since the start of Rebirth, and the stuff, I believe it was Tim Seeley, who was writing Nightwing for a good chunk of it, and then someone switched over. I was liking that stuff for the most part. There were some good storylines in there. Some stuff not so much, but yeah. But basically, since then, we've kind of had a bunch of filler stuff, and then we switched over to Benjamin Percy, who finished his Green Arrow run, and Benjamin Percy's run on Green Arrow was 40 issues or something like that, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I was always wondering what was going to happen next. It was a good, long, continuous storyline. And he did a good job with it. He did a really good job with that. So he got him and Otto Schmidt, and I heard he was taking over Nightwing. I'm like, hey, you know what? Percy's got some good stuff. He's got some stuff that's not been great. His run on Teen Titans. I feel like he never really got the chance to really do too much with it because it was constantly being cut off or interrupted by crossovers or some other bullshit goes on that affects the team. He didn't really get a chance to let him shine. So he didn't really get the chance to play with them, I think, as much as he wanted. I think he was just I got a good 15 of these 20 issues they're supposed to be on a run out of the way. But yeah, and there was some stuff where it was he was regressing characters and then progressing them, and now some characters are regressed again. It's just kind of all over the place. But basically, he took over Nightwing, and I was looking forward to it. And he took it over. He started the storyline with the Dark Web, which is this evil cyber virus monster villains. I don't know how to describe them. This crazy chick right here with the fangs. This is a computer virus. It's basically taking over Blüdhaven, and yeah. So I think the issue, one of the big problems I had with his run so far is it doesn't. Dick Grayson just seems off in it. I don't really feel like some of this is... Somebody pointed this out where it's I saw on Twitter, where it was just I don't feel like Dick Grayson is talking. I feel like Ben Percy. I believe that was Batman News who did that. It was I feel like this is the author talking and not the character talking. And after hearing that, I'm yeah, that is a good point. Dick Grayson feels completely off from this, the way he's written in here, from where he was written in earlier on in the run. It felt two completely different characters almost. And yeah, it feels off. I feel like it's too... I hate to say this, but it kind of feels like a fan fiction version of Dick Grayson. Just some of the dialogue is kind of cringy at times, but yeah. So the issue begins. It's him and Babs, which, I guess that's a good thing to say, is him and Batgirl teaming up a lot more. I like that. I think when it's them teaming up, I like it. Everything else, yeah, just write some more Green Arrow, Percy. That's where your strong suit is. So yeah, so Dick Grayson had this virus implanted in him, and he literally had sex with it at some point because he thought it was Barbara Gordon. I don't know, that shit was weird, but I'm you know what, Dick Grayson's kind of been with everybody in the DC universe, so it doesn't surprise me. But yeah, so blah blah blah. At some point, he has to go meet up with Vicki Vale. He's out in the daylight. He's "Hey, Miss Vale, another rooster in the hen house?" Haha. I'm no. He kind of flirts with her, and she kind of hooked up with Bruce Wayne at one point. And let me get to the most cringy page of all. I think it was page 22 or 23. Oh, here we go. Wait. Right here. This shit right here. Let me come on. Let me zoom in. God damn it. It's not letting me zoom in. Let's go to guided view really quick, and then boom. Can I guided view this thing? Right here. Maybe I've been flirting with Vale, and maybe she's been flirting back, and maybe since she once dated Bruce Wayne, that feels especially fun and naughty. The hell is this? I've never heard Dick Grayson say that feels especially fun and naughty. This is Tumblr level writing right here. This is Tumblr fanfiction-y Dick Grayson. It doesn't feel like him. He feels off. I don't know how to describe it. It feels off. But Babs makes every connection shallow by comparison. Yes, we get it. You love Barbara Gordon. She loves you. Just fucking hook up already. Stop teasing this shit. They've been teasing it since the start of Rebirth. Now, if this were like Helena Bertinelli, it would have been one night. Oh yeah, Dick Grayson and her in the sack going, hardcore. Or Sean Sang, who just disappeared at some point in this run. Or someone else. But yeah, he was flirting with Vicki Vale. She had like the cheesy bits where he's drinking her coffee. He's got the lipstick. She's wiping it off. And like, it's obvious, like, ho ho, hee hee, ha ha. That shit like that. I don't know what it was, but he wrote the Black Canary and Green Arrow thing like very well. But here it's like, I'm glad to see them teaming up more and like, all happy-go-lucky together. Which I'm like, yeah, just give that and then work on some other stuff. But his Nightwing is just, I don't feel, it feels off. Like almost too off. So yeah. But there we go. Blah blah blah. Then we have this creepy character right here. Whatever her name is. And then she comes in. Blah blah. This is an annual, so it's a lot longer of an issue, so they can flesh things out. She turns into this monster and is like, "We are the dark web." Blah 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 blah. You can't stop us, Nightwing. Oh, by the way, full spoilers coming ahead. Blah, 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 blah. Next, the greatest motorcycle race in the cosmos. Oh, nope, don't want to go that. Yeah, at some point, like I said, this thing, like, turns into a machine, then it turns into, like, a virtual... I don't... Like, the dark web monster things that they have going on here, their powers seem so all over the place and strange. It's like, is this not affecting anyone else? Can't, like, somebody come in? I guess Babs is there to help them. So, I don't know. I'm not really feeling these villains. It's the issue, like, this arc has been very, very preachy about technology, where even at one point it's like, I want to punch technology in its stupid face. I'm like, it just doesn't, it's kind of cringy at points. That's just me. What do you all think of this Nightwing run so far in the comments? I know this issue, like I said, let me talk some of the positives. The artwork by Otto Schmidt is really good. I like the way... Well, some of it is pretty good. Some of it just looks... There's like one panel right here that just felt really off and weird. Like, that looks creepy and cool. Like, this. The hell is this? Back to Blüdhaven. The hell did they do to Dick Grayson's face? He looks like he got hit in the face with a shovel. Oh... Oh my God! What did they do to him? What did they do to him? People think Dick Grayson is supposed to be like the most handsome man. Like, all the women love Dick Grayson in the DC universe, but he looks like he got hit in the face with a shovel. He looks kind of like one of the villains in Captain America, the dude with the glasses. I don't know. He looks like he got hit in the face with a shovel. I'm not going to lie. And this thing. I love the design of her. Like, the design is, like, overly evil and creepy. I love this shit here. But what do they do to Dick Grayson's face? I don't know. I kind of find it funny. I'm not going to lie. And it's like, and then here we have Dick Grayson playing card games with the villains. Okay. Whatever this is. Okay. This one. Dick Grayson getting drunk and assaulting a nun. I don't know why. But it did kind of make me snicker because it's so over the top. And then look at this creepy, like the creepy eyes. Like the artwork here is great. It's kind of over the top cheesy, but I kind of love that bits about it. Like I said, there's some stuff I like, and then there's other stuff that's kind of cringy, like some of the dialogue. But then she turns into this little monster here. Get ready for my close-up, Grayson. I wonder how she sounds. Probably like really like evil and bitchy and crazy, but like I said, I do kind of enjoy some of that stuff. Well, I don't know, I'm kind of a mixed bag on like Percy's run on Nightwing so far. I like how he's hooking up Barbara Gordon more. I think that should be, the only... I like that because I grew up with that, and, I've always felt like if Barbara Gordon had to be with anybody else, it should be Dick Grayson, and then that was kind of my same vibe with Dick Grayson. I'm like, if you have to be anyone, should be with Barbara Gordon. That's just me. I know a lot of people like him with Starfire. I've never been a huge fan of that personally, but if you do, good for you. But that's just me. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. Like, some of the stuff, oh god, just I love this thing's design right here. I think if I had to highlight just the design of this thing and just how over the top crazy it is, it kind of made me laugh a bit. But yeah, this arc, I have no idea where they're going with this. I know they got Heroes in Crisis coming up, and I heard something like Nightwing's going to experience a devastating injury. I heard rumors that somebody's like, oh, he's going to be like Oracle and just get severely injured or something like that. And I hope not, but we'll see where it goes from here. I have no idea what they're going to do with Nightwing, and I don't know what they're going to do with Batgirl. This is what they're probably doing. After the outcry that went over the Batman wedding thing, where people just lost their shit, and they even were sending death threats to Tom King because DC was just like, yeah, we're doing this thing. It's like, why set it up over 50 issues and then just not go with it? Just don't go with it then. Just why make a big deal? You're like, the wedding is happening. You're selling all these different variant covers just for a cheap swerve. Fuck, I don't know. I feel like they're like, here you go. Here's Nightwing and Batgirl. Yeah, you like that. I'm like, you're not going to go anywhere with that. I mean, if this were the Dick Grayson earlier on in the thing, well, it's weird because with Barbara Gordon, he has not really done that. It's not like they're like, a night of, sexual escapades like he would be with like Helena Bertinelli or Sean Sangers, whatever chick he has in the sack with him at some point. Because Dick Grayson, they've kind of turned into a man whore. I'm not going to lie. Like, I know he's got his, wittiness and charm and all the ladies love Nightwing, but it's kind of gotten to a point where just like, okay, easy there, fella. Easy there. Just pick one and settle down already. It's kind of gotten annoying with Nightwing, but that's just me. So, anyways, those are my thoughts on Nightwing Annual. It's all right. I liked elements of it. There's some cringy stuff in there. It's kind of a mixed bag. It's not as good as I would have hoped. I don't know. I don't know how to really feel about this Percy run so far. It's not what I was hoping it would be. But, it's still earlier on. I'm going to wait and check out a few more issues, see if it improves. But I don't really like the Dark Webs as villains. I feel like it's just like there's so much techno mumbo jumbo blah 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 that I feel like they're just making up on the spot, where it's just like, oh, it fits whatever we need it to fit in the plot. That's kind of how I feel with this shit. But that's just me. Let me know in the comments below. What did you think of Nightwing Annual #1? Which is strange. Like, how is this only Annual #1? I feel like there was another one already in the Nightwing Rebirth run, or unless they're naming this different. I don't fucking know. That's just me. But anyways, let me know in the comments below. What did you think of Nightwing Annual #1? How do you feel about the way Percy's writing Dick Grayson? Does it feel off to you? Because it feels off to me. Yeah. But, like, I do like him working with Batgirl. That's... If I had to take a highlight, some good artwork, some funny-looking designs, and I like him being with Barbara Gordon, working with that. I didn't like the Vicki Vale flirty stuff. It was kind of cringy. And yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place in this thing. I should have done this better. I should have really written this down and thought my thoughts through. But you get what you watch. I don't fucking know. Just comment, like, subscribe if you can. Hit the bell for notifications. Let me know what you thought of the issue below. If you liked it, good for you. If you didn't, let me know why. I'm gonna end this video here because this is just not going well. This is not going well at all. Yeah. Next, the greatest motorcycle race of all time. Oh boy, I can't freaking wait. Alright, that's all I gotta say. Take care now. Bye bye then.